Hi, my name is Brittany Priester. I know I'm not their favorite, but I am chosen. So today, on this great, blessed, happy Sunday, I want to tell you a little more about why people was calling me dumb, slow. Because when I was younger, um, I believe it was to school, like elementary sometime. They told my mom that they wanted me to be on this medicine called Ritalin, and my mom declined it because she said she didn't want me on that type of medication. So I struggled um, through school. I struggled through school. I struggled through school. Certain teachers would help me because they knew I did great when it was hands on, besides just sit and work in front of me and just say, figure it out yourself. So in my middle school, I had wonderful teachers. They used to take me to their home, show me the work, take me out to eat. So that's how I learned most of my education, just through by my teachers, just seeing that I struggled. Believe it or not, y'all ever heard like, oh, the class clowns? 9 out of 10, these kids, they just don't know the work, so they act out. And I was one of those kids that act out because I just didn't know the work. So that was my coping method, which as a child, you don't want to be disruptive, but you just couldn't get to work. So I struggled many years with education. And a lot of people don't know, nobody never taught me how to fill out an application to get started. And when I was a teenager and stuff, my teachers did. I literally used to go back to my high school because my teacher used to tell me, hey, if you ever need me for something, just come up to the school. So that's how I would fill out applications, because I would tell her, hey, I want this job, but I don't know, what to do and how to say it. So that's how I got most of my applications filled out. I wasn't taught that as a child. I wasn't taught what it is to, like, when you grow up, you're getting ready for adulthood. Even when it came down to driving license, I studied so hard and I failed. But literally the next day, I got it. So I was excited about that. Nobody taught me how to attain my driving license or what should I do and stuff like that. And those tests was hard. So when people called me dumb and slow, they didn't even know I was struggling. Oh, she can't keep a job. Have you ever thought of yourself that I struggle with ADHD? I'm dyslexic. I'm amazing when it comes down to multitasking and working with my hands. You can show me anything and I can get it. But when you put it in front of me and you walk away, meaning book work and stuff, I won't get it. I'm a hands-on learner. So I struggled throughout my whole life, being called dumb, slow. My confidence was ruined. And then in 2011, I went to go to CNA school. And when I went, man, I struggled. But guess what? When it was time to take the state exam, I took it one time and I passed. So I'm here today to let you know, even though you struggle with reading, even though you struggle with education, you can do it. And here I am, a little over 13 years. I've been a CNA off and on. I had my struggle with jobs, but they didn't know what was going on. They didn't know what I was facing when I walked into that work, when I didn't understand how to work a register, when I didn't understand how to how play how they operate, the place operate and stuff like that. I never was taught that. So before someone judge or say why she can't keep a job, it's because I struggled. I struggled to hold on to a job. I get bored quick. I get bored. I cannot do just that one thing over and over and over again. I'm like a multitasker. I like to work with my hands. And sometimes it's a good thing and sometimes it's a bad thing. So I'm not ashamed no more to say, yes, I struggle. I'm now still struggling. But it's okay because God has been with me every step of the way. Every step of the way. So when I got called slow, dumb, retarded, they knew what they were saying and they knew what they were doing. So I just want to let somebody know, if your kids are struggling in school, if they got learning behavior, 9 out of 10s, they can't get the work. They can't get the work. And sometimes you probably so busy working, probably partying and going out, your kid's struggling. I come from a background where my mom didn't go to college. She didn't teach me a lot because she had her own struggles in life. And a lot of kids from the hood have struggles because their parents is not well educated. How do you think I became the woman who I am today? My teachers, literally, teachers. I used to go off to their house. One teacher, she used to stick with me. I didn't get all teachers like that. All the teachers like, girl, go to attention. Just go to the guidance council. I can't deal with her. And that's why a lot of kids struggling now. Because they in detention, I think they call. I don't know if they still call that now. But your class clowns is not really class clowns. They just can't get to work. They embarrass. They don't know how to say, I don't understand this. I'm not good at math. Math is not my strong point. But when it comes down to counting green, I can get that because I don't want to be used. I'm just being real. But we struggle. And some kids, they not bad. I'm telling your kids it's not bad. They just can't get the work. They don't know how to tell you. Mommy, I don't know that. Every child learns different. Your kids don't need medication. Your kids just can't get the work. They need extra help. And sometimes you may have to get a tutor. Sometimes you may have to find out that teacher that cares for your kids. Get up with them and say, can you help me? Every parent didn't go to college. Every parent didn't even probably finish elementary, middle school. They probably didn't even make it to high school. And some people probably sitting there judging, talking about what's the excuse? What do you mean the excuses? It's hard. It's hard to get a book thrown in front of you and say, here, teach yourself. It's hard. And some of our parents struggle with substance abuses, drugs. We wasn't taught until later on in life. So before you judge somebody, before you cast that child out and say that child is bad, ask your children, can you get to work? What are you struggling with? Thank God for the library. I remember times I used to go to the library. The library lady, I'm not going to say her name, but our library lady, the local library lady, she helped me. She literally helped me. God made sure that he had put people in my life to help me. So I won't be too out there and I didn't know anything. I had to be taught to fill out applications. I had to be taught. So I just want to say, be careful how you label your kids and people's kids, because they all not bad. They just have a learning disability. Trust me, they do. Ask the necessary questions. Get help. And I want to thank you for watching today. This was hard to share it was real. So